This is this was like the day it released, I think. That's why maybe not the day or like the day after, but that's why the UI is a bit different. So it's Executioner and one-handed sword. Mostly gonna be using Executioner against most things, but one-handed sword I will use whenever I feel like I'm like under pressure and I wanna I think I'll just keep it like this, and I wanna like move while fighting, because Executioner is not very mobile while you're swinging. Apart from the heavy, you can do some repositioning with the heavy. But yeah, just the start is just, I don't know, just base and kill whatever you see. Yeah. Yeah, sweeping ult is useful in those situations. It's pretty good under pressure, especially against multiple disablers. Has a pretty good arc and kills most of them if it hits. So when hordes spawn, I try to always like be against a wall or anything. It's pretty basic stuff. So you don't get surrounded as easily, especially on Grail Knight. You have to be able to get out of a lot of situations if there are specials, because a lot of specials you just have to run away from. Right now on Grail Knight I would run Executioner and Mason Sword and use Mason Sword against hordes instead of Executioner. Yeah. Yeah, this is old Exy. But it's also old one-handed sword, so it's a bit of give and take. But yeah, I try, especially on careers like Grail Knight and Slayer, I try to always, whenever there's disablers around, or even specials, I try to like hide behind trees or poles or anything to break line of sight as often as possible. So they just come to you instead of being unpredictable. Here I'm trying to go around the cart to break line of sight and then ambush him. So that's basically the main way you're gonna be dealing as specials with Grail Knight. Like you have to just line of sight them and then deal with them that way, so they come to you. I'm not really trying to pull unnecessary ambience. And there, yeah, sweep ult is super great under pressure. Just make a bunch of space and you kill a bunch of shit. I think I had that dodge, but I might have just gotten lucky that I staggered him. I'm on 111 FOV. There's just waiting out these hooks. And I used ult there because I was unsure whether I would have the dodge. I think I dodged prematurely there, so I needed to ult. You can basically spam the ult whenever you have it on Grail Knight. You can always hit try to get it back, or you'll just have it back because it's super short cooldown. I'm just pushing pace here and dealing with triggers as they come. Could get a very unlucky boss trigger here, but I was just chancing it a bit. If I want to just get a run done, then I oftentimes just push pace pretty hard at the start of the map, since you can get pretty far, and then once you're into a run, I try to play more safe. Since redoing the first part isn't that big a deal, so I take more risks so I can get more pace. This spot is pretty decent. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, you can just drop to the other side, and specials have bad angles Like they have to either come like this, very close, or they like drop from there, like that warp fire just did. And those are all in melee range for you. There's really no way they can like long range you. Like this one, he also has to come close and I can just get rid of him. Gonna just ambush him. I would have probably, if I couldn't, then I would have just, if he started firing, I would have probably kept pushing and waited under him. And just finishing up Horde and slowly moving towards drop. Like if I now get a bunch of ambience, then I'll just push for drop, since it's a pretty safe spot to get rid of a bunch of fleets, and there's also bad angles for specials there. So yeah, I think here I'm just pushing for drop. I already had the second trigger. That was the patrol I just got, so I know I won't have any triggers anymore. So no nasty boss surprises, so I can push pretty hard if I want to. Now I'm just ambushing all the specials at the drop. I haven't been using any items because there hasn't really been a need for it. I ult there because SVs with shields are annoying for Grail Knight, so you just fucking ult them and then you're done with them. Now I have a blight up and I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just waiting for him. Executioner has so much forward momentum that you can just have a charge and you can reach them on wherever they teleport mostly. Another shield wormer, that's annoying, and somehow he didn't get hit by my ult. I'm not exactly sure how that worked. I'm just using one-handed sword against reds. I think it was optimal at the time. It's definitely optimal now. But yeah, one-handed sword is a little bit easier against hordes if you're a bit surrounded. Now they're all coming from one side. I can just X you away. Currently I think one-handed sword is better against Chaos Hordes. Like with the big balance beta changes. This was before the big balance beta. But currently I'm definitely... Yeah, I'm fairly confident. One-handed sword will be better horde damage than Axie. I think it was already with the weapon rebalance mod. And that was without the nerf to Axie. So definitely better. These are all like very good spots on Empire for melee only careers. Like there's very little ways that specials can like ambush you without being in melee range. And I'm just pushing because it's a circle horde and I don't have any triggers I can walk into. And just waiting out these gunners. This one is a bit annoying. Probably went through gas a bit much there. And of course specials walk away when you're Grail Knight, very triggering. So I would have probably looked more for barrels right now. Because when I did this run, I was under the impression that the event worked differently because they changed it. And I hadn't read it in the patch notes yet. So I'm gonna play this event a bit, well, not exactly how you should. Up here is very good. Specials can only come from one way, and there's stairs. So yeah, and also this bed is very weird, and they have real issues getting on top of it. Should probably use my ult on either the SV or the Packmaster there. Yeah, they don't sleep. They're always on the grind. They don't like bats. The thing is, it's kind of a death trap, but like, it's also a death trap for them. Like, they can only come from one direction, and Grail is very good at dealing with things that come from one direction. Like, doesn't matter what special comes up there, you can just ult him, and he will either get staggered or die. So unless like 3 Packmasters arrive at the same time, it should be fine. And even if that happens, they have like a bomb for it. And assassins don't go in, and like for gas rats and redlings to be threatening, they have to like come up and be in melee range. Almost falling in the barrel there.
That sounds like a backstabber. Strangler. That rat's got a reach, all right.
And just killing all specials as they come. You really don't want specials to build on Grail Knight. It's just a recipe for disaster. I'm just going into the event because I don't want to get another horde with specials and shit. Eat an overhead there, very nice. That's fine because of that then. I can just line of sight this warp fire, he isn't really doing much. And yeah, this is the basic thing with this house. You just go up the stairs and they all go up, and then if you are quick you can just get them all behind you and start pushing cart. Now I'm trying to break line of sight with this warp fire with this thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's not exactly working. But I can just do that. I'm just slowly killing horde while pushing cart. What I would have done right now, or like if I did this with the knowledge of how the event works currently, I would have grabbed that barrel while doing that loop up the stairs. I would have gone to the second balcony and grabbed the barrel. Just trying to get rid of all the maulers, and then it's just a very non-threatening wave. Will take time to kill though, because the shields are a bit annoying. Once the maulers are gone, it's pretty whatever.
That sounds like a backdown.
Trying to place the assassin by sound. And this shot. Well, I was always like moving, so then the chance is very low that an assassin will actually get you. If they aren't like if you move to the side and the assassin is like in front of you, then he will like never get you if you just keep moving. So same principle there. I just keep moving to the side, so he doesn't get me even while I don't have vision on him. So how I thought the event worked, or how the event used to work, was once you get this card to the other side, everything just stops. You won't have any spawns anymore, ever. So you just do that, and then you just do barrels while nothing is happening. But it doesn't quite work anymore like that. Now you just get a repeating wave of basically the waves you get while you're moving the card. So getting the card to the end doesn't really do anything. Which is why I would have prioritized moving barrels while I was moving the card, as opposed to just focusing fully on moving the card. Yeah, the assassins who don't show up are some of the worst in the game when you're 2-soloing. It's horrible. It just you aren't like comfortable making progress, because what if you get a bunch of stuff and then you get an assassin and then he shows up at the worst time when you're busy dealing with stuff, so you kind of want to wait him out, but then he never shows up and you got a horde. So I thought here, alright, I'm done. Nothing else. I get another wave. And I thought, oh, it's the final big wave. But no, it's just gonna be repeating waves from here. No, that was a live game thing as well. Until Grail Night, at least. I think, but now I'm not sure anymore. I'm pretty sure I have an old run. Another character solo I did on this map before Grail Night that went like that. Maybe you still get specials, but you don't get any of the other stuff. So I should have probably like focused on like get up here and then go to the back and start doing barrels instead of fighting this horde. It's pointless. By the time I'm finished with it, the new one will spawn. Or maybe I should like kill the maulers and then yeah, then just do barrels. But I just have to just start doing barrels while hordes are up, because the time you get in between hordes while solo is not enough to do it like properly. And you also got specials, which is the biggest issue on Grail Night. Now I have a gas and assassin up, and at least the assassin is playing nice and showing up. Yeah, I think it's there's like either a set amount of time or and like it checks for two things. It checks whether how many enemies are alive and how much time has passed. But because I'm solo, I'm not killing the waves fast enough that the amount of time matters. So only when I finish hordes, the next horde start. That's why I should like move them while the horde's still up. How's the one-handed sword? This is old one-handed sword, like before balance beta. And it was like... It was decent against hordes, and it had good mobility, which is what I wanted for a secondary on Grail Knight. Since Executioner is some on mobile, but it dealt with everything else well, so I just wanted something I could use while kiting and fighting. So it was very good for that purpose. And now that they buffed its finesse, it's very good on Pyro. Like, it kills most things at a pretty decent pace on Pyro. And all the others, it's like if you want a safe mobile weapon that deals well with hordes, then one-handed sword is great. Oh, you meant during just regular play? Depends. On a lot of loadouts you can clear hordes fast enough that you can make pretty big progress while not getting hordes. Or, yeah. So you'll have real downtime in between your hordes. Here I'm just using items because why not? I have a bunch of strength laying around. And I'm just kind of waiting out the leech until he shows up in a place where I can actually kill him. Like there. It's a pretty good place. That is double assassin, I think. Which is pretty rough. No, wait, that's singular. Pretty lucky that the warp fire decided to climb there. I don't know what I was trying here. I don't know why I tried that. That was ever gonna work. Well, I just against hordes, yeah. The heavies don't deal enough damage. This is very unfortunate that these two show up very late to the horde. It just means I can't push the thing because you have to do it all at once. And now now I have assassins to deal with, so I can't finish it. And they're being annoying. I should not be here. Where I'm right now, bad spot. Should not be there. Like, they can jump from too many angles and it's and if you have assassins, don't stand in the middle of nowhere. It's just so dumb. At least stand against a wall or something. I should probably go to the back. That's the safer play. Because I'll get another bunch of SP from the front. And now I'm getting kind of sandwiched. So yeah, I should have gone to the back and then get everything behind me. But I have like plenty of items, so I can just use them. It's fine. And now it's just run to the end. We can go fast. And backhand error. Amazing.